he's a very chill guy. Very chill guy.
Yeah, man.
I feel like his character was like humanizing a villain in RoofMan.
Mhm.
Cause like I don't know, for the most half of the film, I was rooting for him.
I think the movie. That's why the movie's great. I
Mm.
think what it does for those that don't know, it follows a guy called Jeffrey Manchester, who's struggling to provide for his family. So it's already got like it's already gonna clutch at your.
And he's an army vet as well.
So there's, and that's an important backstory because it's like acclimatizing back into society and finding a way of living within normal society. And I like that. And then obviously he's struggling to provide, start stealing from McDonald's chains across. I think he stole like over 40 different chains.
40, I think it was
different brands of,
47.
like Blockbusters as well.
And it's a
Burger King.
real story. And then obviously he got caught. Like his daughters, that was funny, by the way. That was
hilarious.
That was
hilarious. But it
That's
felt like he wasn't even acting because he's a proper girl dad as well, Channing Tatum.
Yeah.
And so seeing that scene just felt very real.
But I like the detail of him being so observational and being able to like find ways into places and stuff, and obviously gets caught, manages to escape from prison. And it's still such a human story despite it being quite like fantastical because like this guy broke out of prison. What do you mean?
Yeah.
This guy broke into McDonald's 40?
Yeah.
What do you mean? But then the human aspect of it is him actually wanting to be a good guy but not knowing necessarily how to.
It was like points where people who he had basically stolen stuff from, they would be like, oh, like, but he was really nice to me.
Yeah.
And then there was actual
offering
interviews
his coats and stuff like that, where he puts them in the freezer and stuff like that. He seemed like someone just had like a skill set that he didn't know how to use it outside of like doing criminal activities.
I feel like the system didn't support him enough because
Coming from
he
war and
could
everything else.
be a great CIA agent.
Yeah.
Do you mean the system, as in when you're coming back into society?
Yeah,
after being a
rehabilitate.
vet?
Yeah.
And like, firstly, what opportunities can you give them career-wise? Because that's still like I think that should be part of your duty of care for them, is to firstly check on their well-being financially as well as personally, and then opportunities in terms of career, because like that's a big commitment to the entire country, serving as a part of the army. So is that what you mean in terms of like?
Yeah, like as a system, so coming out of the military hierarchy and then coming back into society. I think there's a lot of themes about how government and government bureaucratic systems support people coming back into normal day-to-day life.
Yeah. Because you had like Lakeith's character, which is he also fought for the country as well.
Yeah.
But then he was just dived into criminal culture. So I guess there was a lot of themes of like
Lakeith was good, by the way.
Yeah, he was good.
It was good in the movie.
Yeah, he wasn't good in another film, but we can't talk about that film right now.
We won't talk about that film. There was no point of his character.
But he was really good in this one. Yeah, there's no point in that other one. But yeah, this was a nice blend of like just a wholesome film that was quite comedic but also heartfelt as well. I do like the customers. Like, what's the guy name? He was in Game of Thrones.
Kate Dinklage.
Yeah, like those characters were like they were there, but it wasn't like there because it wasn't really about them. So like I love that fact that they're still big actors, but they're like playing like a small part, but it did add to the big.
It still
the
added,
big themes.
yeah. Like I think the way that they had characters written in them, even though they were quite small, they still had a huge impact. And I would definitely say to people that that are going to see it in cinemas, please stay until like the credit scenes as well.
Oh yeah,
because that adds so much.
Any like film that's based on real characters, you have to stay to the end because that's what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for the side by side pictures of how they really looked, their real archives of the interviews and stuff like that. The sergeant did not give a F about him, boy. She was like, he's a criminal, he stole toys. Doesn't matter if he donated toys to the charity, he stole them. She was on his ass.
Yeah, Ben Mendelsohn was good. Udo Azuba, yes, she was in
the wife, the priestess
Orange
wife.
is the New Black.
Yeah,
they added a lot to the story without necessarily being key, and they're great actors in there.
Yeah,
in their own right. And Kirsten Dunst is just
she's amazing.
Yeah, it's nice to see Kirsten Dunst back on the big screens as well.
So good as well, man.
Yeah, really good.
She added like her character had like a real vulnerability, yet also a steely nature to be determined in her Christianity and to like not accept or to like let him get away with what he did, even though she could have, because she still did love Jeffrey, and he loved her, and that's what the tragic part is like I think they genuinely did love each other, and he was so well acclimatized in the family. Took some time to get there.
Yeah, but like I think that It's the audacity. Sorry, do you know you're gonna need to press the button.
Okay, here we go. Who are you gonna shoot today?
It's the male audacity, you know.
What do you mean?
Because he could have just left, but he said, "Nah, I'm gonna go back to my girl."
I need one hug. I need one more hug. I need to say goodbye.
No, just go.
That's what I was thinking. I'm thinking like, bro, you should just leave. But it's not really good ending, is it? If he just leaves and just goes to the.
But he would
Bahamas.
have lived. He would have been free.
But this is him living now,
What?
accepting his mistakes.
Okay.
A real man.
Well, accepting his mistakes. My guy left twice again, or tried to.
He's not even trying to talk to his first kid. Like his real kids.
He actually forgot about them for a time, innit?
Yeah. No, but seriously, why didn't Chrissy's character didn't once ask him about his kids? She never said, "Oh, so when are you gonna call your kids?" Like, she never, bro. She knew he wasn't taking care of.
I think she started to realize towards the latter stages, and that might be why she went to the Toys R Us store.
Yeah,
might be. I don't know. On that day, because she wasn't meant to be in.
Yeah, she came early.
She's been busy.
Yeah. Last thoughts on this. I did feel kind of weird like watching this because obviously it's set in 2004 and like realizing okay, so now that's like an old time.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at stuff like Toys R Us was my bag.
Yeah, no, I was thinking, hold on, do Toys R Us even exist? They don't.
Yeah, I think they did this weird thing now where WH Smith has bought Toys R Us, so Toys R Us is now inside of WH Smith's, like certain ones. So there's no big store of it, but it's like mini.
Because it used to be, there was like, it went Toys R Us, then it was like Smith's Toys, innit? And then both of them
I've
went.
heard Smith Toys, and then went the Woolworths.
You know, they use an old abandoned Toys R Us store just outside Charlotte for this movie, and then sort of did the set design, production designers for that specific store. It was just abandoned.
Oh, sick.
Yeah. Which adds a layer of like authenticity to the story and the visuals as well. Yeah, and it actually felt like I like the fact it didn't try to be too artsy with like making it so obvious this is in the early 2000s, but at the same time you could tell this isn't set in today's world.
Yeah,
like the camera, like when he got the car and they got the camera, and it was like a proper old school disposable.
Yeah,
like it's those small moments that people would just be like, oh, that's whatever, but like no, it's not.
Yes, no, I have that movie as one of my favorites of the year. I'll be honest with you. Yeah,
I definitely think it's up there. Hopefully people are checking it out now. It's in cinemas right now and giving it a chance.